Jimmy the Bear up to Sosie Bond, then Chief Eltony. But Jimmy the Bear, 100 metres to go, is racing clear and will win again. Jimmy the Bear first from Sosie Bond, Chief Eltony, then Midnight. Delay in, but it's running home hard. Alpha 1, 100 to go. Giga Kick a neck away. Alpha 1 digs in. Giga Kick wearing it down. Giga Kick moves up. Nailed it. Giga Kick smart win. Felicia and then Rangers. Uncommon James, 100 metres to go. Darting away. A smart win. Uncommon James won it well. Rangers second. Photo. And I Am Superman launching. Buffalo River 100 to go. Mr. Brightside bridging the gap with I Am Superman. Mr. Brightside back. Mr. Brightside won it from I Am. Military Expert kicking on the inside of El Rocco. Military Expert holding on and won it. Military Expert from El Rocco, Tamerlane, Pachero and a...
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is my preview for the listed Mckenzie and Carlyon Stakes day at Moonee Valley this weekend. I'm very keen and I'm very confident this weekend of what was a very good weekend last week with a lot of winners. Military Expert in the last $8 was fantastic, and Mr. Brightside, he'll win a Group 1 this spring. But let's get into the preview, find the winners, because I'm very confident that I can find a couple more this week.
Race 1 at the Valley is a Ladbrokes Plate over the 1200 metres, and I'm with Little Miss QB for Damien Lane. This horse was at one start, and it was at Moe for a very impressive win, winning by 2.75 lengths. That was on a heavy track, and if we get the rain predicted, we'll handle the conditions, and I think that this horse can be coming over the top late and winning. Varvia for second. Has only been tested out at 1200 metres once in his career before, and it was a very good run. And it was a good run when resuming, and is a chance. Hell Hath No Theory, first ride for Blake Shin of the day, coming back from Hong Kong, and denied for fourth at 550. But I'm with Little Miss QB in race number 1 at Moonee Valley, 25 the win. I'm actually quite confident. Race number 2 at Moonee Valley is the Hugh Wallace Smith handicap over the 1500 metres, and I'm with Presidium March here. It was a very good win on debut on the heavy track, and last start at Flemington was up on speed, and that probably showed in the performance late, just slightly tiring. Crossed the line second, but was relegated to third on protest from Billy again, lodging with Castilian, and that horse is meeting him again here, but I think he can have the better of Castilian again here. If that rain comes, he can handle the condition. He's a very good horse. He's out of So You Think, and it's one of Blake Shin's ride, and I think he can kick off with a winner here. So Presidium March on top, Castilian for second at 360. I really like his chances for Billigan and Paddy Payne. Their horses always go well. And Mr. Maestro for the Andrew Forsman team coming over, and Damien Lane the ride. Doesn't bring the horses over for nothing, so can run well at $19. And Michelotti, the top weight, running well for Craig Williams, but I'm with Presidium March, race 2 at Moonee Valley. Race number 3 at the Valley is the James Reed handicap over the same distance as the second over the 1500 metres, and I'm with Forgot You, the class in the race. I honestly think Forgot You should be favourite, and look, they have to come for him. I don't know why Lakeen's a favourite, probably because he's going to go forward and Craig Williams will try and nick off on him like he did last start, but he's going to have a lot more pressure here, a lot more speed drawn here, and I think he's a bit vulnerable at the current quote. I still think he's a good chance, and that's why he's not one of my vulnerable favourites, but I think that I'd be holding off backing him. But look, Forgot You, class runner, 3 from 3 at the track. Very, very good chance. Dan Moore on. Loves soft ground. He's had two trials to get rid of his last on heavy ground, and where he placed second. He's ready to rock and roll first up. Very keen on his chances. Lakeen, like I said, probably goes for it and couldn't nick off on him. Shot of Irish is the interesting runner here because he runs really well at the Valley. Now in the care of Paddy Payne and Billy Higgins riding him at 54 kilos, which is very interesting. And Romancer, if he could find some good form, he would be a chance at $14. But Forgot You for mine, $25 the win and $7 the place on Shot of Irish. I'm pretty keen that the class will show up. Race 3, Moonee Valley. Race number 4 at Moonee Valley is the Paul Colan handicap over the 2,500 metres, the staying event of the day. And I'm with the staying horse that can run the distance and has won at the Valley last start. And that's Farrago, drawn beautifully in barrier 6. Craig Williams sticks 57.5 kilos. Now, off its last run at Moonee Valley, does go up a couple of kilos. But won impressively his last start by 3 lengths, beating Strawberry Rock and Mimi's Award. And Strawberry Rock's the favourite in Sydney, and I'm pretty keen on it up there. So, yeah, I've got to have Farrago on top here. I think it just simply wins. Very keen on his chances. Mimi's Award, she's a lock to run a place. Can she win? Yes, she can, because she's been running behind Horrifying, and that's very good form at the moment. Very good winning form behind Horrifying, but more of a place chance. Duke of Hastings hit the line hard last start behind Sing for Peace, and Herman Hess could be going to City, but if it runs, here's a good chance. But I'm with Farrago, race 4, Moonee Valley, $35 the win. I think it's a one-horse affair. Race number 5 at Moonee Valley is the listed Mckenzie Stakes over the 1,200 metres, the first of the 2 features for the day, and I'm with Fajita San here. Hawks team for Jai McNeil. This could be the winner of the Guineas here, and I think can go all the way to that race. Was unlucky on debut, running second to Zambogini, who's a very good horse and does look group class, and absolutely bolted in at Sandown. And like Matty Hill said, had bigger fish to fry, and this is only a stepping stone to that. I just think he's very well in here. Jai McNeil rides for the Hawks team. He's very likeable. $270. Do I think it's too short? No, I still think it's a good price. And I think he's going to bolt in. But I've got to have something on Crosswinds. Very impressive on debut. And then went to the Valley where swooping, coming wide wasn't the way to go that night. And still won impressively, winning the listed St. Albans. So he's a listed winner already. So he does have the probably class edge on Fajita San. But I just think Fajita San's a better horse. But Crosswinds is 2 from 2. And we saw what an unbeaten horse did last week in Giga Kick winning the Vein. Let's roll the dice. Very good chance. Won the Victorian size and then went to Sydney and ran behind the 2 superstars. And She's Extreme and Fireburn. So that's good for him. And Fast Witness. Very good in winning last start. But the query is staying at the distance where she should be going up to the 1,400 metres or further. And that's the query. And that's probably why you're getting a big price. But with Fajita San, $45 a win. Very, very keen. But save her on Crosswinds just in case he turns out and runs a very good race and keeps his unbeaten record. But Fajita San for me in the listed Mckenzie Stakes. Race number 6 at Moonee Valley, and I'm with Mayfair Spirit, trained by Maren Eustace and Jamie Carter Ride. That combination, when they pair together, is generally ultimately dynamic and generally produces winners. And third up, this horse, Up to the Mile, I think is very, very likeable. And he's had 4 starts, third up for a win and 2 placings, so it's a lock to run in the top 3. And I think can definitely win this race. And drawn barrier 9, so it's going to get every chance. It's true. Where does it go? Does it come here or is it going to South Australia? And I think if it comes here, it's a very, very good winning chance. And it'll bolt in South Australia, but just a query where it's going to go. But if it comes here, it's over the odds at $7. Dirty Deeds, good horse on its day, but it's got to find some form. And can do so. Jai McNeil choosing to ride this horse for Simon Zara, so it's a good chance. And Do You Reckon's probably going to go forward and give them something to chase. But Mayfair Spirit for mine, race 6, Moonee Valley, $25 the win. I'm very keen on its chances for Jamie Carr and the Mar Eustace combination. Race 7 at Moonee Valley is the Chandler McLeod handicap over the 2,040 metres, and the Australian Bloodstock colours are going to go back-to-back at Moonee Valley, race 6 and 7. Just a matter of which horse wins the 7th, in Mankind or Gold Trip. Mankind, you know what you're going to get from him. He's going to go forward, be very hard to beat, but Gold Trip could just blow him away. He could be the best horse in the race, but I think he needs one more run to build his fitness up. And Irish Flame's very good at Moonee Valley. He's got some good placings behind some good horses, and is a listed placed horse at the Valley. And at $26, he's over the odds. And Blue Cup, disappointing last start, and was entitled, I think, to win, considering the run it had, but was disappointing. But I'm with Mankind and Gold Trip. 45 to win Mankind, $10 the saver on Gold Trip in case he comes out and blows him away, and 3 the place on the roughie, Irish Flame. Race 7, Moonee Valley. Race 8 at Moonee Valley is a listed Carlyon Stakes over the 1,000 metres. They'll burn rubber here, and I'm with Extremely Lucky. Now, his pattern's not going to help the course by getting back and running on, but Jamie Carr's got a big opinion of this horse, and she has said he can put him anywhere and he can be just so relaxed, and that's what you need in a very good horse, and that's what this horse is. I think that this horse is a Group 1 winner in waiting, and I'm very keen on its chances here in the Carlyon, and I think it'll just simply be winning for Jamie Carr. Will Clarkin doesn't get it wrong when he brings horses over, and particularly when Jamie Carr's booked to ride, that generally turns out well, and it generally results in them winning. And I think that this horse can go all the way here and just be too good for this field. Showmanship, off a long break, was scratched from last week and is accepted to run in Sydney. And I really hope that they do go to Sydney, because he will absolutely bolt in if he goes to Sydney. But I think they'll be playing for second fiddle if he comes to the Valley here, because Extremely Lucky is a very good horse. Generation First Up has won the Red Anchor at the Valley, so is a Valley winner, so that'll put it in good stead for this race. But don't think it's very good of a winning chance. And Yulong Command, you know what you're going to get from him. He's going to go forward, going to be competitive, but he's first up in a listed race, so he's probably about the right price at double-figure odds. But I'm with Extremely Lucky and Showmanship. 45 the win on Extremely Lucky and $10 saver on Showmanship. I can't let him go around unless I've got something on him, but Extremely Lucky for mine, 45 the win, and I'm very keen. Race number 9 at Moonee Valley is the Dr. Sheehan Plate over the 1,200 metres, and I'm with the Garden here. Very, very keen that this horse can get us out with a winner in the last. Very good at the distance with 3 starts for a win and 2/3. Good on any condition, and it just simply looks like the Garden will be winning the last for Ben Mallam. I'm very, very keen on its chances. 6x63 was very good last start, carrying the big weight, gets Billy Egan on, and drops a lot in weight, drops from 62.5 to 55.5, so if it wins, it's a very good, very, very good chance. And Chartres, the stable have toted Group 1 aspirations with this horse, so could run very well. And River Twain was a good winner last start in Adelaide, but it's got to come to Moonee Valley and got to come to Melbourne now and do it here. And at $18 is about its right price. But I'm with the Garden, race 9 at Moonee Valley. Very, very keen, $20 the win. Thank you very much for watching the preview for listed Mckenzie and Carlyon Stakes Day. Very excited about this race, being where I think a lot of horses are going to be hard to beat. I'm very excited to see Extremely Lucky in the Carlyon, and I'm hoping that Showmanship and Ballantyre Patina go to Sydney, because I think they're going to